She's a bit of a rough day outside, and I know I've been promising to show people how I've set up my FX30 as an ENG camera. So let's have a quick look. Rightio, so probably the first thing is the matte box by SmallRig. It's a variable ND filter, so I can just dial up the ND there as I want it. I really enjoy using this thing. It's lightweight, keeps out of the way, and it does a great job. Then of course we've got the Portkeys monitor, which is, so it does have an HDMI setting, but I got the SDI version, and I'll get into more of that later. And then I've got the SmallRig monitor arm on it, which actually is really solid and fits on the NATO rails on the SmallRig cage. I've got a old, I can't remember, what was that, photo guard. I was using this on my old rig, and it's cheap, but it works all right. I'm not too bad with it. I did get the SmallRig shoulder mount with the thing, but I actually swapped out the basic Y thing and it had with a KIMRIG thing in here to mount the shoulder mount on. What I like about it is I can put the NATO rails, I can the rods, I can change the height of the rods, so that works really well for me. Okay, and so now onto this mess. So SmallRig battery plate that for some reason doesn't go on straight, but hey, whatever. So what I've got here is a Wiistar converter, so it converts HDMI to SDI, and it gives me two SDI outputs. The reason I've done that is I have a few clients that want SDI outputs from the camera. So if I didn't do it this way and run the SDI back up to the monitor, then I would have to like have another converter changing the SDI back to HDMI, and that's too many converters. So the other thing I had to do was get a USB powering. So because I've only got one USB from the SmallRig, it actually runs power to this USB hub that has the 5-volt output, so I can run the camera from that, and I can run the converter from that. An interesting thing is that if I turn this on, boom, 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 which turns on fairly quick, you might notice it's not charging the camera. So I have to unplug the USB and put it in a different slot. And now it will be charging, which is kind of bizarre, but you know, that's not a big deal. And all in all, I'm pretty happy. It's something that fits on my shoulder really well. It's lightweight. It does a good job. There are some interesting things, like because there's no record light inside the monitor, I've actually turned the sound on, so when I hit record, I get an audio beep to let me know that it's on and stopped. But that is pretty much it.